Celebrations in Latakia, the heartland of ousted Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's minority Alawite community, as neighboring countries make their moves. Israeli troops advance deeper into the UN-patrolled buffer zone, separating the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights and Syrian territory, following hundreds of Israeli airstrikes across Syria. In Israel Thursday, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Sullivan defended the U.S. allies' actions.
What Israel saw was an immediate threat. The collapse of a structure that had been in place for a long time and the potential for that vacuum to be filled by a direct proximate threat right across. So it moved in to fill that threat. That, from the United States' perspective, is logical and consistent with Israel's right to self-defense.
The United Nations said Israel's actions violates the country's 1974 disengagement agreement with Syria, signed after the 1973 Mideast War.
There is absolutely no basis under international law to preventively or preemptively disarm a country you don't like.
Meanwhile, Syrian Kurds near the northern border with Turkey have been displaced amid clashes between U.S.-backed Kurdish forces and Ankara-backed Syrian rebels. The U.S. brokered a ceasefire deal between the groups Wednesday. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was in Jordan Thursday before heading to Ankara. He said Turkey faces a real threat from Kurdish separatists.
At the same time, again, we want to avoid sparking any kinds of additional conflicts inside of Syria at a time when we want to see this transition to an interim government and to a better way forward for Syria. And part of that also has to be ensuring that ISIS doesn't rear its ugly head again.
Blinken and Sullivan are also making a last-ditch diplomatic push to achieve a deal to end fighting between Israel and Hamas in Gaza that would also free hostages held by the U.S.-designated terror group. The U.S. believes Hamas is holding 3 living American hostages and the bodies of 4 others. Patsy, Widakuswara, VOA News, Washington.